placing a pivot on a torsion clock anchor, broken pivot, that end. So the first thing you need to do is determine how far on the anchor goes, which is just with a ruler and measure it. Once you determine that, you need to remove the anchor. Just twist it till it comes off. Then that gives you the whole arbor to go into the lathe. Excuse my hand. Once you've done that, you need to measure the pivot on the other end, just to so you know exactly what size you need, because they're normally pretty well identical end to end. Then I've already done it, but just file it flush like so. I've already done this because I had it ready to do some time ago, but I didn't get round to doing it. And then find center. I use this tool. All it is a piece of blue steel in there, and it's got a 3-point on the end, 3-sided point on the end. This is just a bit of brass, which is a good sliding fit on there. One end has got a small taper, but it's cup shaped rather than just a taper. The other end is large one for larger arbors. Again, that just goes on there, and that only just protrudes out of there. So you put that on there, press that in, and then just hold this bit and press the bit on the end of the wooden piece, and that will give you a divot on the end. You can check whether it's true or not by putting a piece of steel in there, and you see it's not moving, although the lathe is, so you know that's central. Drill the correct size in there. They're not that hard, these arbors, not like French ones. You normally have to kneel before you can do anything, but these you don't need to. This is just a high-speed steel drill bit, and I only peck drill. I have got carbide drills as well, but this is a .65 drill bit, and you generally want to go in about 3 to 4 times the size of the pivot. So if you've got a .65 pivot to go in there, then you want to go in 4 times that. That way you know you've got enough depth. I've had to change this to a carbide drill because the high-speed steel drill bits I got a bit too soft. That's the correct depth. Now that needs washing out to get rid of the oil before the pivot goes in there. Don't know whether you can see that. Probably can't, but there's a hole in the end of it. Once you've got the hole drilled and got it cleaned up, ready for putting the pivot in, you need to get the pivot wire set up ready for going in there. This is very, very slightly oversized, so just need to turn it down a little bit. Not a lot, because it needs to be a press fit. Still could do with going down a fraction further. And if you do go down too far, then just need to cut it off and start again. still wants a little bit more. It needs to start going in about a third of the way. To allow it to have a good grip. Still needs a bit more. It's a bit of a long-winded job, but I don't want the thing coming out. Some people do them with Loctite and everything, but I've never found it necessary to. I haven't done an anchor before, but I've done a few escape wheels and some other clocks. Done a cuckoo clock wheel for somebody not so long ago. No, still a bit more. Seems to be taking a long time to go down. It's a slightly coarser file. If it had been a bigger arbor and a bigger pivot, then I'd have and the blue steel was too big, I'd have done it with a graver, but really difficult to take this small amount off with the graver. That's better. Right, then what we need to do, find a collet to go in the other end. Then we just turn that so you like screwing it in under pressure. And we need to nip that off and clean it up. That needs to go back in the other way around. A bit fine emery to clean that up. Another bit about when you want it. Now we need to put a very slight taper on the original bit of the arbor. Bit of a job to do it with a camera in the way. Might have to do it afterwards. A little bit too high. That's it. Just a matter now of measuring it and taking it down to suit the bush, or opening the bush up slightly to take the new anchor, and then do the right way around, but put the anchor back on, measure the distance there, and that's it, ready to go. Hope that was helpful. Thank you very much.